Hello everyone, in this video I'll be showing you how to find the derivative of this. The question on the screen is y equals to x cubed minus 2x squared plus 5x minus 4. To find the derivative, we need to differentiate each term separately. And how do we do that? We know that from the power rule method or the general rule of differentiation, if we have y equals to x to the power of n, then the y dx will be equals to x to the power of n minus 1 but multiplied by n, right? So, or a better still, if we have y equals to 8, if we have y equals to ax to the power of n, then the y dx will be equals to a multiplied by n, then x to the power of n minus 1, where a is the coefficient of x and n is the exponent of power. Now back to our question. To find the derivative of this question, we differentiate each term separately, like I've said in the beginning. Now the first term is x cubed. To differentiate x cubed, we say the derivative of x cubed, which is d dx of x cubed, will be equals to 3x squared, because in this case, the a right here is equals to 1, because the coefficient of x cubed here is 1, because we have an invisible 1 in this. So we have 3 times 1 over the invisible 1. Let me write 3. 3 times 1 here we have 3, then we subtract 1 from the power, which is 3 minus 1 is 2, so we have 3x squared. Now the second term is 2x squared. So you can say d dx of 2x squared, which literally gives 2 times 2 is 4. So we have 4, bring back the x, then subtract 1 from the powers. 2 minus 1 is 1. So you can just leave it as 4x. So the third term is 5x. So we have d dx of 5x, which gives 5, because the number of power here is 1. So 1 times 5 is literally 5. Then we have x over here. So we can say x, bring by the x, then the natural power is 1, then subtract 1 from it. So we have 1 minus 1 is 0, and any number raised to the power of 0 is always 1. So 5 times 1 literally gives 5. So this actually gives us 5. And the last term, which is 4, then we can actually say v at the x of 4, which is 0, because the derivative of any constant number is, any constant rather, is 0. And how does it result to 0? Because we can actually say this 4 is literally 4x to the power of 0, because we have x here, x to the power of 3 to x to the power of 1, and it is safe to assume that this is x to the power of 0. Of course it is x to the power of 0. So because any number with power of 0 is 1, so 4 times 1 is actually 4, which is what we have here. So in this case now, if we want to differentiate this, always we say the power multiplied by the coefficient. 0 times 4 here is actually 0, then x to the power of 0 minus 1. So 0 times anything here will always result to 0, and that is why we have the derivative of 4 to be 0, right? So we have this. So now the next thing we are going to do is that we combine all the answers while retaining their signs, right? We combine all the answers while retaining their sign. And how do we do that? Let's remove this. So you have x cubed. Its own derivative is 3x squared. So we can just write it. So we have the y dx is equals to 3x squared. Then retain the sign. The sign here is before is minus, so it still become minus. So the y dx of 2x squared is 4x. So we have 4x plus is there before, so we bring it back. For this 5x, it's 5. So I didn't write it, 5. So we have 5. And of course, this is our final answer. If you enjoyed this video, do well to subscribe to my channel, follow for more video, and share it to someone who might need it. Thank you.